One swift swing.
No!
As you head deeper into the basement dungeon, the chanting pierces your psyche. At the bottom of the stairs lies a room filled with relics stored in 13 niches along the walls. When you step into the room, the chanting, like a decrypted message, changes from what seemed like gibberish into a language you can understand. You can discern a dozen or so voices saying over and over, "He is the ancient, he is the land."
What the hell is that supposed to mean? That doesn't make this chanting any more bearable.
My guess would be that they're referring to Strahd. This cult does seem to be obsessed with him.
Who's Strahd?
Please, just... No, Joe. We're not revisiting that. What's the deal with all these so-called relics in the room?
Through the years the cult was active, they had amassed 13 relics that they used for different rituals. They are as follows. A small, mummified yellow hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope, a knife carved from a human bone, a dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel, an 8-inch diameter varnished orb made from a Nothic's eye, an aspergillum carved from bone, a folded cloak made from stitched ghoul skin, a desiccated frog lashed to a stick, a bag full of bat guano, a hag's severed finger, a 6-inch tall wooden figurine of a mummy, its arms crossed over its chest, an iron pendant adorned with a devil's face, the shrunken, shriveled head of a halfling, a small wooden coffer containing a dire wolf's withered tongue.
I'm not sure why we should care about any of this stuff, but you know I am nabbing that dagger with the rat skull on the pommel.
Yeah, like 90% of the shit here I don't even want to touch. Looks disgusting.
Heh, guano. Whenever I hear that word, all I can think about is Ace Ventura 2.
What a classic. Einhorn is Finkel.
That's Ace Ventura 1.
Still just as good.
I prefer 2. The slinky scene killed me.
Yes, Ace Ventura is great. Let's get back to the game.
Yeah, I really can't think of anything I want to do with anything here. I'm going to look through this gate here. What do I see?
You step toward the portcullis, but note that the floor around it is submerged under about 2 feet of murky water.
Disgusting, but that doesn't really bother me. What's on the other side?
It's a large room filled with water. In the center it looks like some kind of altar. But that's all you can really make out from here.
Can I try and lift the portcullis with these big muscles of mine?
I would be very impressed if you could lift this.
Calling it now, he's gonna fail miserably.
It is technically possible. I'll need an athletics check from you.
Let's do this shit. 23.
Wow, okay, through pure strength alone, Donald upheaves the portcullis. As it reaches the top, you hear a click as the gate is locked into place. I should note that to your left on the other side of the portcullis is a wheel that can be used to release or raise it.
Noted. What was that about failing miserably, Joe?
It wasn't really that impressive.
Mr.Chips, very impressed by Donald's show of strength, hops from your shoulder, Joe, to Donald's.
No, Mr.Chips, I thought we were cool.
At this point, I think he's just sort of a part of the group, and will be with all of us at some point.
Yeah, Donald's come around on him a bit too, so I think that's why Mr. Chips did that.
Just be careful with him.
Mr. Chips knew he'd be safer with me after that mimic nearly consumed you in a single attack.
Anyways, that was a pretty cool thing you did there, but this kind of looks like the final area. Very foreboding. Should we maybe go check out that other pathway before we go in here?
Kind of putting a damper on my feat of strength there, but sure, why not?
All right, after having lifted the gate, you turn back around and head through the other hallway. This room is filled with long dead prisoners, their bones scattered across the floor. You can see several shackles across the walls.
I'll walk through the hall here and check the rooms. Is there anything of value here for us, or was this just pointless?
On one of the shackles lies a still mostly intact skeleton in cult garb. One of its bony fingers is adorned with a shiny gold ring.
Ooh, a shiny of my own. I'll take it and slide it onto my own finger.
Nice, also if you'll make a perception check for me as well.
17.
On the south wall in the center of the room, you notice a small groove in the floor. The chain on that particular wall does not have any shackles at the end of it.
Okay, seems to be pretty obviously a door. I'll pull on the chain.
As you yank the chain, the left side of the door slides inward along the groove and the pathway is opened. It leads to the bigger room.
I still think my way was cooler. Let's head in.
The chanting stops as you peer into this 40-foot square room. The smooth masonry walls provide excellent acoustics. Featureless stone pillars support the ceiling. In a breach in the west wall leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse. Murky water covers most of the floor. Stairs lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form an octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling, directly above a stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls and is stained with dry blood.
Oh, thank God the chanting is gone.
Geez, what a morbid-looking place.
Let's go check out that altar in the center. Come on, Mr. Chips.
Mr. Chips nods his head and points toward the altar.
Making my way down south, walking fast. Joe's got gas, and I'm altar bound.
How'd you know?
You trudge through the water and climb the steps up to the altar.
We'll follow behind, but let's stay back just a little bit. We don't know what'll happen up there. Don't want to get ambushed or anything.
Yeah, I like that idea. Just be careful, Mr. Chips.
You climb the steps of the altar. It's several feet above water level and kind of hard for you guys to see what's going on up there. Donald, as you approach the top, the chanting rises once more as 13 dark apparitions appear on the ledges overlooking the room. Each one resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch, but the torch's fire is black and seems to draw light into it. Where you'd expect to see faces are voids. One must die, they chant over and over. One must die, one must die.
Not this shit again. This is much more annoying than before. What do they mean one must die?
It would seem they want a sacrifice.
Really? Is that seriously why we came all the way down here?
Seems to be the case, yeah.
Well, what do we do? Draw straws? Whoever has the shortest gets sacrificed?
No, you idiot. None of us are going to get sacrificed.
You must make a sacrifice or face the cult's wrath.
Oh, jeez.
Just make the chanting stop, for the love of God.
Calm down, Donald.
You don't get it. It's so much worse up here, I can barely hear myself think. We might have to do this.
Dude, just calm the fuck down. We'll figure it out.
You're damn straight we're figuring this out right now.
I should note, the cultists do not care what is sacrificed as long as it's a living creature.
Wait, no, we're not doing what I know you're thinking of doing.
I'm sorry, Joe, but if it gets this chanting to stop, I will do what must be done.
Seems a little out of character for you, Donald.
I can't think straight. I grab Mr. Chips with one hand and my short sword with the other.
Donald, for the love of God, please no. I will never forgive you for this.
Oh, Don, this is not the way, man.
I was really starting to like that rat, too.
I hold Mr. Chips down on the floor and raise my short sword.
The chanting grows louder and louder for all of you as Donald prepares to make his sacrifice.
I bring my sword down in one swift swing.
No!
The chanting stops abruptly, and all that can be heard is the echo of cold steel hitting the stone of the altar. A tear drips from Donald's face.
You really made me care for this rat so much only to take him from me in such a short time. Fuck you, Donald. I draw my rapier and make my way up the steps.
Oh, shit.
In the silence, all that can be heard is each step Joe makes as he climbs the altar.
I stand back up, short sword still in hand, staring at Joe. I'm sorry I put you through that, genuinely.
As you reach the top, you're expecting to see the corpse of Mr. Chips laying on the floor. But to your surprise, Mr. Chips is still alive, unharmed. He leaps from the altar and back onto your shoulder, Joe, giving Donald what is probably the rat equivalent of the middle finger.
Yeah, I probably deserve that, Mr. Chips. I couldn't bring myself to do it. It'll take some time to earn your trust back.
Look, man, we put the kids to rest, and there's clearly nothing left for us here. Let's just leave. Fuck this cult. We don't need to sacrifice shit for them.
Yeah, I'm with Bill here. We got what we needed done. Let's just leave now.
Yeah, I want to get out of here with Mr. Chips still in one piece, Donald.
I get it. Let's go then.
As you all step away from the altar, the chanting starts back up.
Just a little longer and we'll be rid of this annoyance.
This time they are chanting, Lorgoth the Decayer, we awaken thee. You have disappointed the cult.
Lorgoth?
Yep, Lorgoth. The giant pile of refuse to the west begins to shake and rumble.
That's not good.
As the trash and other miscellaneous objects tumble off the pile, it raises up and reveals a shambling mound.
Holy shit, that thing is huge.
Not quite huge, but it is a large creature. Roll initiative and keep in mind that this 2-foot deep water is considered difficult terrain, so you'll only get half speed here.
Oh, now you tell me.
4.
9.
21.
20.
Okay, Joe, you get to start us off.
I still don't even know what the plan is. Can we take a sec to figure this out?
Take all the time you need.
Honestly, being in this water is a bad move for us. We're gonna need to take that thing elsewhere, if we even intend to fight it.
I agree. This is not the place to do it. I think we should all make a break for that gate. Sprint there if you have to.
It's probably going to go before me and potentially Bill, but we should make a plan and stick to it either way. Barrack mentioned earlier there is a wheel that releases the gate. Maybe we can get behind it and shoot at it from the other side.
Could probably just lift the gate up itself.
Hey man, you got a better plan?
Actually, yes, you just gave me one. We need to all get to the other side of that gate as fast as possible. We'll start with that. Just go with me here.
All right, I'll trust your judgment here.
All right, I'm just going to sprint to the other side of the gate here.
Okay, George, your go.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna do the same thing.
Bill, you actually get to go before the mound.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna go the 15 feet that I can and then cast Mage Hand at the wheel.
Oh, I see what your plan is. Clever.
I don't get it.
At the beginning of the Shambling Mound's turn, the chanting changes yet again to "the end comes. Death be praised." The mound is able to move 20 feet, so it's going to move right up to the altar. Unfortunately for you, Donald, it will get an attack off on you.
This could be bad, but let's do it.
16.
Phew, a miss.
He gets another attack.
Shit.
26.
Oh, fuck.
Just be thankful both attacks didn't hit. You'd be grappled and engulfed.
Jesus, this thing is no joke then.
It deals 12 damage to you.
Wow, I have 1 health.
It's your go, Donald.
Okay, well, this is a little unfortunate. I'm going to have to use disengage, so I can't sprint. I'll go 15 feet right to this side of the door, but that's as far as I can go.
It's okay, it can only make it up to the gate on its turn. That gives us a little time. Guys, you need to get back a little further. I'm gonna grapple Donald and move back 15 feet, so we're all safe on this side.
Good idea.
All right, Joe.
Yep, I'll just go back a bit here and then fire through the path at the mound.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That hits.
6 damage.
Same, but I'm gonna use sharpshooter. 15.
That just barely hits.
Nice, 20 damage.
All right, I'm gonna grapple Donald. I'm sure you're willing, so it will auto-succeed.
Yep.
All right, I can move at half speed and go back a bit here.
The mound moves forward and ends its turn right in front of the gate.
I'm going to hold my ground here and fire at it again. 12.
That misses.
Firing again with sharpshooter. Wow, 15 again. 14 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna ready an action and use it when the mound is just under the portcullis. As soon as it's below, the Mage Hand will pull the wheel and release the gate on top of it.
That is some smart thinking, Bill.
All right, the mound moves under the portcullis and the Mage Hand pulls the wheel. I'm going to give the mound a reflex saving throw to see if it gets out of the way.
Oh shit, I hadn't thought about that.
It failed. It has a -1 dex mod, so it's not really that surprising. From the info I can gather, it seems a portcullis trap does 6d6 damage, so I'm just going to go with that. The gate crashes down on top of the Shambling Mound and deals 22 damage to it.
Question, since the mound is still technically under the gate, could I just drop the gate on it again with Mage Hand?
Technically, yes, you could, but we'll see about that if we get there. The mound failed to lift the gate this try and ends its turn there.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to chug a potion of healing really quick. 8. I'm going to end my turn right here and hope Bill can keep it in place.
Go, Joe.
Short bow attack. That's a crit. 10 damage.
Sharpshooting it again. 13.
That's a miss. Bill.
I literally either have a hand crossbow, vicious mockery, my rapier, or this portcullis. I can't do shit. So I'm just gonna hope that I can hit it again with the portcullis if it raises it again. I'm readying my action for that while you guys keep bombarding it.
I get it. That's worth it.
All right, it's going to make another attempt to raise the gate. This time the mound slams the gate back into place with ease.
Mage Hand again.
The mound is pretty stupid, so I would assume it doesn't have the intelligence to realize that it should try and keep the gate in place, so yeah, I'll roll to see if it dodges the gate. Wow, last time it rolled a 5, this time it rolled a 2. This really isn't how I expected this to go. I can't really be mad, though, I guess. This was pretty creative, I think. Rolling damage. 24 damage this time. It can't move, so that's its turn.
All right, time for my revenge. Gonna stab at it with the glaive from 10 feet away. 21. 6 damage. And 16 to hit for the bonus attack.
That hits.
5 more damage.
Firing again. I wish I could get some sneak attack damage, though.
Sorry, Joe, I'm not getting near that thing.
18. 9 damage.
Sharpshooter time. 14.
Miss.
Readying my action again.
All right, the mound attempts to lift the gate. Once again, the mound lifts the gate with ease.
You're going nowhere, Mound. Drop the gate.
All right, reflex, save time. The mound actually succeeded.
Oh, fuck.
That was its action, and I'm going to have the mound move forward after the reflex save. He is past the gate now and right next to you, Donald.
We gotta kill this thing before it can attack. I think I'm gonna gamble again. We can do this.
We have no idea how much more health it has. You sure about this, Donald?
Yep, I have faith in you. I'm swinging on the mound. 18. 8 damage. Damn, 7 to hit for bonus. That's a miss.
Come on, I can do this. I've got sneak attack damage this time. Damn it, 10.
Oh, come on, now the pressure is on me. Sharpshooter. Fuck, 13.
You failed me again.
You shouldn't have tried to stay there.
I can try and help you out here as much as I can, Donald. I'll yell at it and tell it how stupid it is for letting me drop a gate on it twice in a row. Hopefully that works.
All right, I'll roll for it. It failed.
Good. 1 damage.
This is it. Its first attack has disadvantage, but its second attack won't. It uses its slam attack on you, Donald. With disadvantage, that attack misses. This one definitely hits. It deals 12 damage to you, Donald.
Fuck, that knocks me unconscious. Come on, guys, you can do this.
Now that it's knocked you out, Donald, I'll need you to make a death saving throw. Though I will say, it is absolutely going to keep slamming on you until you're dead, so you guys should really try and figure something out here.
Fuck off, Barrack.
We'll save you, Donald.
You better. First, I have to roll my saving throw. Shit, 8. That's a failure.
All right, Joe, your turn.
Come on, hurry up and die, stupid mound. Oh, hell yes, crit. 10 damage.
Wow. All right, George.
Please hit, please hit, please hit. Sharpshooter. 15 again. 20 damage.
As your arrow whizzes through the hallway and pierces the mound, it suddenly shivers for a moment and rolls backward back into the room and splashes into the murky water and remains there, lifeless. As the ripples from the splash dissipate, so too does the chanting. Joe, I just want to point out that your attack left the mound with 1 health, and if George missed this attack, the mound would have had 2 attacks with advantage on Donald, almost certainly killing him. You guys almost just lost Donald there.
Speaking of which, Donald has 1 last potion of healing left in his bag. I'm gonna get it and give it to him. 8.
Donald downs the potion and regains consciousness.
Wow, that was a close one. You finally came through for me in the end, George.
We managed to kick its ass, but at this point we really should get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here and find somewhere to rest for the night. An inn or something, please.
So that's it then? You're ready to head out?
Yeah, I think we're done here, right, Mr. Chips?
Mr. Chips nods his head.
All right, let's just go back up through that trapdoor rather than go all the way back through the attic and other floors to get out.
All right, you all make your way back out of the lower basement and through the upper basement back through the trapdoor.
Finally, we're getting out of this place.
Not quite yet, Donald.
Are you serious?
Very. Because you ignored the cult's demands to sacrifice a creature and then killed the mound, the house itself is retaliating. As you all make your way into the den, you realize that all of the windows have been bricked up, and all of the outer walls are impervious to your attacks. The doors have all been replaced by slashing scythe blades. Every room that has a fireplace, oven, or stove is filled with a poisonous black smoke, including the den. The interior walls have become rotted and brittle. You all need to make your escape from the house before you die.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy. Unless, of course, it is. You said the interior walls are rotted and brittle. That means we just need to take out that wall behind the table there. And we can bypass all of this. We just have to succeed on our saving throws.
You're suddenly full of good ideas, Bill. Let's do that then.
Joe, you're going first. I need you to make a con saving throw for me.
Okay. 10.
Just barely saved there. What do you do?
I'm going to take my turn to flip that table over to the side so we can get to the wall.
All right, George, your turn. Roll a save.
6.
Oof. Yeah, you take 3 poison damage.
I'm gonna pull out my short sword and whack at the wall.
All right, roll an attack.
Really?
Yep,
9.
that hits.
No shit. 5 damage.
That's just enough damage. As your blade slices through the rotting, brittled wall, it falls apart and creates a way through. But before anyone can step through, a swarm of rats pours out from the interior of the wall, ready to attack. They take their turn now and use bite on you, George. 19 to hit, and they deal 8 damage.
Whatever. I'm not engaging with them. Let's just ignore them and get the hell out of here.
They're probably relatives of Mr.Chips.
Mr. Chips shakes his head.
I'm just going to take the disengage action and make my way outside of the house.
Before you do that, roll your con save.
Oh, yeah. 7.
You take 6 damage.
All right. Home free.
Yeah, I'll just do the same thing as Bill here. I'll roll my save first. 23. Disengaging and headed out.
All right, Joe, make another save.
14, disengage and I'm out.
5.
Wow, you take 8 more poison damage. You nearly fell unconscious there.
Thank God, disengage and I'm out.
Congrats, guys. You managed to put the kids to rest, take out the ghasts, get the loot, kill the mound, and escape the death house without dying. I fully expected at least one of you to die. We almost lost Donald at the end there, and then George, too. Donald, I should tell you that the moment you exit the house, all of the silver and crystalware you took from the dining room tarnishes and cracks the moment you exit the house, making it all worthless.
Of course it does. Whatever, I'll just leave it all on the porch here.
Think of this house as your test run for your characters. Along with your level up, I'm going to offer each of you the chance to change anything you might want to change about your characters before the real campaign starts. But after this point, every choice you make will be set in stone. Be very careful about what you do.
Nice. I might change a couple things. Can we please go find an inn or something now?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things I might change as well.
Yes, you can. You notice the fog is all cleared up around the house and you can go find an inn now.
Now this shit really begins.
We got a Discord.